What's up, this ain't that fam. My name is Nord. I hope everyone out there is having a great day today. With that, you know the motto. Let's get to it. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure you do and leave a like and a comment after the video. That's @ DISAINTTHAT. Okay, let's go. The NBA postseason is upon us. All teams know where their respective seeding is going to be at. So I'm going to start with the Eastern Conference. In the East, we have the Cleveland Cavaliers, who have locked down the #1 seed. Cleveland has looked like the best team on the East all year long. They've been playing good, good chemistry. They have been a little rocky close to the end of the season. But all in all, Cleveland has been doing what they're supposed to do. And #2, we have the Boston Celtics. Sorry about that, y'all. And we know Boston is the defending champs. To me, they're one of the deepest teams in the NBA, with the Cavs and OKC being the other two deepest teams in the NBA. I think Boston have a great chance of going back to the finals when you look at the lay of the land and the landscape of it. So you might can make you some money off of Boston going deep off into the playoffs, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Cavs knock them off. I don't have a lot of faith in the other teams, but like I said, the Cavs have looked like the best team in the East all year. Okay, #3, man, the Knicks. Now, the Knicks, at the beginning of the season, they surprised a lot of people with their good play. After the All-Star break, they kind of was up and down. They did end up locking the #3 seed up, but I don't have a lot of faith in the Knicks, being that they haven't did a lot in a long time. So I just got to wait and see what type of productivity they're going to have this postseason. #4, we have the Pacers. Now, the Pacers is a team that surprised me this year with their outstanding play, their good defense, and to see them sitting a little higher than Milwaukee, that was surprising to me. So we just got to see how they're going to go about taking care of their business this playoff season when the pressure rises. In the 5th seed, we have the Bucks. Now, the Bucks are the Bucks. Even though they don't have Damian Lillard, we all know that Giannis won without that second superstar. Even though Middleton was pretty good, he still wasn't that perennial superstar. So Milwaukee is going to be a tough out for anybody that they play, because we all know that Giannis is going to give it his all, and he has decent shooters around him. Okay, #6, we have the Pistons. Now, the Pistons of this year remind me of the Pistons of old. And I don't mean with the physicality, I mean with like all the little dust up and scuffles that they be having. So the Pistons are very physical. They done knocked off a lot of good teams this year. They done won games that people thought they wasn't going to win. And to see them in this spot is kind of surprising to some people, but not to me. We just got to see if they're going to be able to bring that same level of intensity this playoff. Now, I don't know. We just got to wait and see. Okay, the Orlando Magic. The Magic is sitting in the 7th seed, and they're going to have to play in the play-in. So we can see if they can win a couple of these play-in games to lock down their spot. And in the 8th seed, we got the Hawks. Yeah, Trigger Trey, he be doing his thing, but I think they need a little bit more for them to go deep off into the playoffs. In that 9th seed, you have the Bulls. The Bulls are a piece or two away too. So these bottom 3 teams on the East, I might be wrong, but I don't think they have a real shot of going to the NBA Finals. For the West, on the other hand, OKC, we all know, is in the #1 seed, and they have played like the best team all year. I think it's going to be out of Nikola Jokic, Joker, and SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. It's going to be out of those 2 guys for the MVP this year. Now, I'm a big component of Shai getting it. Even though Joker has those outstanding triple doubles, they all came in losses. The ones that stand out the most, they came in losses. Them firing their coach. So it's been a lot of turmoil in Denver. That shouldn't discourage the MVP voters, but I think that Shai has been on a even keel trajectory all year. He's been balling out. He's been consistent. So OKC is the number 1 seed, and we just got to see if they're going to play like the number 1 seed come playoff time. And number 2, we got the Rockets. Now, I think the Rockets are a year or 2 ahead of schedule. They've been balling out. They didn't beat a lot of teams that people didn't think they was going to beat. They're deserving of the number 2 seed. Are they going to play like that in the playoffs, being that the bottom half of the teams they got to play are all dogs? Man, we just got to wait and see. You know, I got me a batch of popcorn already ready because I already know it's going to be exciting. Now, in number 3, we got the Lake Show. Now, my Lakers have been on a tear since the Luka trade. LBJ got a little groin injury. How is that going to affect his playoff play? I don't know. I hope it's minor. The last time he was out, about a week and a half, 2 weeks forward, we can't afford for him to miss no games. You know, I was talking to a couple of my buddies, Hrab and D, about this, and they felt the same sentiment that I felt about this, that Luka is Luka. You know, defensively, he doesn't have that same level of intensity that he has on offense. Yeah, he can get you 40 or 50 any night, but we're going to need our captain. We're going to need LBJ. We're going to need him for not just his offense, but his level of intensity, his attention to detail, and having that flow general, that coach on the floor. So I hope he don't miss no games, but man, if he do, we're in trouble. We are in trouble. But with that said, we are in the number 3 seed, and we got to play these teams that's under us like we're better than them. Number 4 is the Denver Nuggets. We all know that Denver won the championship year before last, so they know what it takes to get to the mountaintop and to pull it off. As long as they got Yoke on the team, I'm not counting out, and I know for a fact that they got our number. They done beat us so many times, so I don't want to face them early. I'm glad we're seeded where we're seeded, so let them battle it out with them lower teams. But I think Denver is going to be one of those teams that we're going to have to knock off in order to get to that next round. Okay, and 5th, we got the Clippers. After the All-Star break, the Clippers is one of these teams that's been quietly winning games. Everybody's been talking about your Boston, your Cavs, your OKC, your Lakers, your Warriors. Everybody been talking about these teams while the Clippers just been slowly winning games. So I think they're hitting their stride at the right time. They're hitting their peak at the right time. Kawhi look like he's healthy and got something to prove, so they're going to be a scary team in the playoffs. Number 6, we got the T-Wolves. Now, the Timberwolves then went from 8-6 in a matter of like 4 games. They have played real good lately. They was a little stagnant early in the season, losing games that they shouldn't have won. But over the last few weeks, they've been playing really good. So this is a team that is physical, they're athletic, they're young, they're fast, but can they get over that hump? You know, that pressurized cooker that I be talking about when it's round 2, round 3, when the media is asking you the same questions repeatedly. That pressure. We'll just have to wait and see. Number 7 is the Warriors. Now, Golden State is one of them teams that I'm not going to bet no money against as long as they got Steph with the addition of Jimmy Butler and Draymond playing out his mind. I think the Warriors out of one of these lower teams is the team to watch because they have the experience, they have the championship pedigree, and they also got the greatest shooter to ever lace them up. So I'm not going to count Golden State out. Yes, they got to play in the play-in. Yes, they're 0-3 in the play-in. I think they got something to prove being that they're 0-3 in this play-in tournament. So we just got to wait and see what they're going to do in the play-in. Number 8, we got Memphis. Now, I might be wrong, but ever since Josh said we ain't worried about the West, he should absolutely worry about the West. Because it seems like when it comes to these teams over here on the West, he just can't get it done. His troubles on the court are self-inflicted. So I just hope Jai get his stuff right. I hope he can focus on basketball and the task at hand, and I want to see him do good, not only in his career, but in his playoff. I just don't want to see him whoop my team. And we got the Kings. Now, the Kings is in 9th. They get to play in the play-in, so I don't know, y'all. I don't know how it's going to pan out. The West, I think any one of these teams from 1 through 8 can possibly be in the finals. That's how evenly are they matched. All of them, I'm going to say, besides OKC. OKC look like the best team on paper, but we just got to wait and see if they're going to bring that same level of intensity come playoff time. It's the regular season and the regular season, and the playoffs is a whole different animal. So y'all, I'm excited. That's y'all standings on the East. Y'all standings on the West. If you know like I know, you better have you some extra butter, man. Go with that popcorn. Everybody have a great day. I'm Noah. This ain't that, y'all. Peace.